Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is your KC Grandpa Tech. Today I'm doing a DIY and talking about maintaining your cameras. As many of you know, it's that time of year again. It's time to go out and take pictures. But as many of us have suddenly discovered, we suddenly have problems with our camera as we take them out to use them. So I'm going to be talking about some of the real problems that people are having. Let's talk about the first one. In this type of camera, of course, you have the removable battery, and you take it out and you charge it, or you connect to the camera and you charge it. But all of a sudden you're discovering that it's not holding a charge, or maybe it doesn't hold a long charge. The other problem that a lot of people have is this. Another common problem that you find when you open your camera compartment is that the batteries leaked. Whether it be regular alkaline batteries or your lithium batteries have leaked out to the compartment. So I'm going to show you how to clean up that mess, get into it, and repair it. And then check your batteries to make sure that they're not going to fail on you suddenly. Let's type with this type of pop. As you know, this little piece here, you move that. And all of a sudden you discover that, oh, the battery won't come out. Well, mine will, because I've already taken it out. But the thing you can do, if you've done everything else, and you've gotten the and you can't get the battery out, as you notice right here, you have your SD card. And if you take the SD card and remove it, that will allow the frame enough expansion that you'll be able to pop out the battery if it's swollen. Now, obviously, I'm not putting back the swollen battery. All right. Right? And you'll be able to get it out. Now, if that still doesn't work, I'm going to show you another trick that I use when this battery got stuck. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be showing you what you would do in this particular case. And what you're going to basically need is a pencil and a hot glue gun. If you can't get the battery out of there, and of course you can't get a hold of it, basically what you want to do is take a hot glue gun, put some hot glue on the battery itself. I mean, if the battery is swollen, you're going to be throwing it away anyway, right? And then you're going to take that pencil and put it right on top. Okay? As you can see now, here's the camera. But what we would basically be doing, once this hardens, I'll be able to take the battery, which was stuck in the camera, and now I have something to grab with, and I'll be able to pull the battery out of the camera. And that is actually how I got this one out. If you can see, it's actually swollen on the sides. It wouldn't come out, and I replaced it. So that's tip number one on how to get a battery out of your camera. If it's stuck in there, it's swollen, and you've tried taking out the SD card, give it a little room, and still can't get it out, this is how you would get it out. That's a good idea. Let me show you another trick that I use. Now, some of the problems, of course, is after you've exhausted your battery, you buy yourself a new battery for your camera. It may have the brand name camera on it, or it may be a counterfeit one. And there have been a lot of counterfeit problems with fake batteries going out there. Some of them explode, some of them leak, and some of them simply don't work properly. So let me show you one of the things that I found. When you get one of these batteries off market, and I'm not saying this is a bad battery, I'm just going to use this as an example. Now it says for the Samsung and such like that. If you'll notice, it says it gives a voltage, 3.7 volts. Well, how do you test that? Well, after you've charged the battery, on the top here you have a plus and a negative. And what you're going to need is a voltage meter. I've got one here, and I'll leave you the link where you can find that on Amazon. And what you're going to simply do, you should be able to see it. I'm going to take my terminal probes, and I'm going to hook it up to the terminals on the battery. Plus, red goes to plus, negative goes to negative. And as you can see, I've got 3.69 volts. And it's supposed to be 3.7. So it's right at where it has to be Actually, this is brand new out of the box. It's not even been charged yet. So this is a good battery. But if you were to take one of these batteries after charging it, let's say it was 3.7 volts and you were only getting 2.3 and you were having problems with the camera, you would know right away the problem is this battery. So that's another solution to a problem. But what do you do when you're on vacation, you're traveling, and you've got all kinds of different batteries? Well, this particular company, DYA Full, I'll leave you the link again, also tests button batteries. So if you've got hearing aid batteries or other kinds of batteries that go into your camera or mini camera, this one will handle not only your double A's and all your different sizes, but it also will handle this button battery. So if you don't know whether the battery is bad or the mechanism is bad, you can test it easily. Well, that's another solution to a problem. You must be liking the content because you're still here. Well, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, another important thing that will happen to some cameras or flashes or any other type of devices, these batteries may leak. So you're going to need to clean the contacts. Now, I've obviously cleaned the contacts already. So what the first thing you're going to need, of course, is a pair of gloves, some eye protection, something to protect the table, and some distilled vinegar and some alcohol. Okay? And what you're going to do is basically put some alcohol, put some vinegar on the contacts. And that will take the battery acid, and neutralize it and remove all that schmutz that you normally get. And you'll keep changing your Q-tips one at a time. And then you can get down in here and clean all the contacts that deep down inside here, wipe all around here. And again, keep changing your Q-tips, until you've got the complete body completely removed and all of that schmutz out of there. And once you've done that, then take some alcohol wipes or some alcohol. Again, wipe down everything, clean it up, and you'll be good to go for that kind of situation. But remember what I said to you. When you're doing this, you want to put some eye protection on and you want to put some gloves on, because that battery acid can burn your fingers. It can get into your eye and hurt you. So this is something else that you can do to maintain your camera should you get a leak. And all you'll need, again, is some vinegar and some alcohol. Well, I hope all these tips have been helpful for you. Whether they're in the future or in the past, put your comments about which tip you used, how was it helpful for you. Don't forget to check out our other videos, our other DIY, our other product reviews. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And give us a thanks. Become a channel member. Help Grandpa keep the channel going. At the same time, check out my Amazon links on different products used to help you fix these problems. And until next time, Grandpa loves you and wants to see you again in the next video.